Hello humans and welcome to Atlas Mega 10 Mondays. It's that time again when we discuss all things Atlas and all things Shin Megami Tensei and everything else in between in the Atlas universe. So sit back, relax, and let's see what we're going to talk about today in the Atlas Mega 10 universe. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. On today's episode... Hello humans and welcome to another episode of Atlas Mega 10 Monday. That's right. We're back again for another episode. Now, let me say this. I'm a huge fan of the SMT universe. And I mean super times 100 super. I'm a super fan. Regardless, I'm not letting that taint my view of what I'm about to say or why I have the opinions I have right now. So let's just get into it and let me give you an explanation of why I feel the way I feel. Anyway, some people are of the opinion that this game is not even worth the retail price, let alone above retail, with the extra DLC included. Is it worth $49 for the standard? Is it worth $69.95 for the deluxe edition? Well, the answer is the price is whatever the market bears. Whatever people buy is gonna really determine the price. Now let me say that SMT fans are one of the most loyal fan bases in video games. The American counterparts are some of the most dedicated fans in the world. We're constantly given second-class treatment over our Japanese counterparts, and I mean constantly. We don't get any special editions, like in this case. And there's, many instances where we've been giving the shaft when it comes to SMT, but that's a topic for another conversation. Right now, I'm going to tell you why this game is the price that it is, and why it needs to be this price. Well, first of all, it's not only that Atlas is taking advantage of the recent popularity of Persona. That might be $5 worth, in all fairness. But it's more than that. As much as we love this series, as much as we love Nocturne in specific. What was Nocturne when it came out? Was it gangbusters? Did it blow the doors out the competition? Was it the number one selling game? No. It was considered a failure, right? And that was back in the day, $39.95. Now, people's argument is that, well, this game's already made. You only have to do a few tweaks, yada, yada, yada. No, there's more to it than that. Some people are they go by their instincts or, their opinions as, a consumer, right? But let me burst your bubble a little bit here when it comes to video games. The purpose of video game companies is to make video games that make money. They're not in the business of making video games that you love. If you happen to love them and buy them, that's amazing. But the number one thing they have to do is be profitable. And Nocturne was never profitable, right? On top of that, you are not making any accounts for inflation. You have voice actors now. They're a lot more expensive than they were in the past. They've added a few things. There's programming involved. There's labor involved that you're not accounting for in just saying it's already made. No, you just can't put the PS2 version on the Switch and just print them out like pancakes. That's just not how it works. There's labor cost related to the production of these games, but more than that, guys, even more than that. This is a chance that they're taking. You're talking about bringing back a really old game that didn't sell well, hoping that it does well this time. Well, the only way you're going to make money is if you get a fair price for it, because you're calculating that most of the people that played it back in the day are not going to buy it. Let that sink in. Most people that bought this game back in the day are not gamers anymore. That's factor number one. Factor number two, how many more new gamers are you going to get? In specific, I can tell you that less than, I can give you my experience. Every friend that I had that was a gamer no longer games. I'm the last of the Mohicans. Anybody that I meet now that is a gamer like me is kind of in the same boat. We meet now through the internet, through videos, what have you. But they're the same way. Most of their peers that used to game back in the day are not gamers anymore. Their parents, grandparents, what have you, and they moved to other things. They buy boats. They're into drinking, other hobbies. A lot of them are divorced and no longer have money for video games. But the fact is that they're taking a gamble, and that's what I mean to say. As far as the DLC, I told you before when I first made the video that we needed this remaster even before it came out, that the DLC with Dante would have to be separate. It had to be DLC because it's a different intellectual property and it makes it cleaner on the books. That way you know exactly what people spent on that particular property. For accounting purposes, it's just a better format, right? Now, what am I doing? Well, I already bought the Switch version. I already got the Steam version because, hopefully I can stream it, for a couple of Mondays. And I got a special surprise coming here on the next episode after this one, so stay tuned. But anyway, guys, at the end of the day, they're taking a gamble. So they need to make as much money per copy as they're going to print. They can't afford to make this game any less. And if you start griping about the price, and if you don't buy it because of the price, what do you think the chances are that they're going to make another one in physical form? If anything, they're just going to release them digitally, on Steam or something like that. We are already not getting the collector's edition because, probably they don't think there's enough interest. Maybe if this sells well, they're going to put it on there. But, as far as right now, they really are taking a chance, right? What was the initial sale run of this? 283,000 copies. That's not going to shake the world, guys. It has to do a lot better than that. This game has to sell well in order for the Atlas universe to continue, and so does Shin Megami Tensei 5. I think if those two sell well, we're going to see a lot more games to come. But as far as this one, they had to make it around this price. Maybe $5 cheaper. That would be my guesstimate, what they could have done. And digitally, in 2 years, it's going to be a lot cheaper. But for right now, for the first release, they have to make money, guys. That's the name of the game. They need to make their cost back, and they need to make profit. If games are not profitable, they're simply just not printed. And those are just the facts of life. All these employees have to get paid. If you work there, you wouldn't want your checks to bounce, right? Because the game didn't sell or they didn't charge enough for the game. Just because a game is $5 less doesn't mean that they're going to create more interest for it. People that are going to buy this game are going to buy this game. And their calculations right now as far as pricing reflects what they think people are going to buy. And at this price point, it's telling me that they don't think that they're going to sell millions of copies. Maybe 1 million, but no more than that. So let's see what happens, guys. That's just my point of view. Okay, it's not reality, but it's probability based on, just a traditional business model. You're not going to produce as many copies, and you want to charge as much as you can for them. And that's just it. Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me for another Atlas Mega 10 Monday. I really appreciate it. If you leave any comments, I probably will answer them on Saturday when I'm on my day off, or whenever I see them. YouTube is not doing a great job of letting my comments stand. Some of them are, held for review, or, I don't know. But as soon as I see your comment, I will answer it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. And remember, I'll see you next Monday on another Atlas Megaton Monday. Thank you. Take care. New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.